Hare Krishna, How to Become an Ideal Wife. It is a series, and in this video, we'll be discussing the verse 25, in which Narad Muni instructs Yudhishthir Maharaj about the duties of an ideal chaste woman and her qualities in Vedic culture.
Hare Krishna, I am Ketki or Krishna Bhav Dasi and welcome to the channel Vedic Womanhood. Here we upload a new video on every Saturday, so you can consider subscribing.
To render service to the husband, to be always favorably disposed toward the husband, to be equally well disposed toward the husband's relatives and friends, and to follow the vows of the husband. These are the 4 principles to be followed by women described as chaste. So in this video, we'll be discussing the first 2 principles, which are to render service to the husband and to be always favorably disposed toward the husband. So for modern women, this comes as a big question mark. The first point, to render service to the husband. Oh my God, what service? What are we supposed to do for the husband, and why are we supposed to do? And rendering service is not something like being a slave. It is not something which is forced, and it is not something which is we have to do out of some pressure. We have to do it out of our own sweet will. An example of direct personal service can be like fetching a glass of water for him every time, and making it a habit that he doesn't have to take it himself. It is a part of our service for him. A very small thing, but can have huge positive impact on your entire relationship. Direct personal service can also include fanning him with a hand fan, or if it is too much, just putting on the electric fan for him, or adjusting things for him the way he wants. Ideal situation is that the entire service for husband must go into that voluntary portion where we start doing things for him even before he asks. This is an ideal situation. The next point mentioned in this verse is to be always favorably disposed toward husband. Now this can be really challenging because this word always is very important, and it is alarming because there may be times when we are not in a mood to be favorably disposed toward our husband. So this needs a reminder. We need to read this verse daily. Now this is something really helpful. We need to go on reading literature which will remind us how our attitude should be. And this is a matter of habit, a matter of practice, a matter of sanskar, as we say, impressions on our mind. So as we go on learning that, okay, we need to be favorably disposed. Okay, he is not in a position where we need to be favorably disposed, but still we should try to be on his side, whatever the situation may be. For example, if your husband has taken some unfavorable financial decision and which is not working in favor of your family, or it is completely gone wrong, so what? This verse tells us what? That we need to be always favorably disposed. So okay, we are not going to tell him that okay, you have done everything right, but we can be on his side that okay, next time you try avoiding this, and please you try to be convinced that this decision was wrong. And we need to again give him a confidence, because mistakes are done by everyone. Even we are not immune to mistakes. So just because husband has committed some mistake, that doesn't mean that we need to be disrespectful toward him. So this was the second principle. In our next video, we'll be discussing the third and fourth principles.